All right, boys, welcome back. We're trying a slightly different format today. How do you like it? I've been working on stuff. Uh, we've got some news articles to cover. The first being Apple is suing OpenAI for allegedly stealing their hardware secrets. The iPhone maker claims OpenAI encouraged or poached Apple employees to bring over confidential presentations, secret prototypes, and even key supplier details. Apple's lawsuit against OpenAI claims that chief hardware officer Tang, who had a 24-year career over at Apple, left and went over to OpenAI. And when he did, many of his colleagues left as well. In the lawsuit, Apple is claiming that OpenAI is using the trade secrets that Tang learned in his 24 years career to help create their new hardware. My opinion on this is I think Apple's just upset they lost that particular talent. Right. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but engineers who can build complicated CPUs are very rare. Engineers who have the decades of experience to help you build your own custom chipsets are even rarer. The fact that when he left, it seems that he took most of his coworkers with him would probably make me upset as well if I was Apple too. It's one thing to lose one of your top engineers. It's another thing when you lose your top engineer and a bunch of your other engineers leave with him. Now you've got to replace. How are you gonna? It's one. Yeah. It's a very difficult ask to all of a sudden have to replace a team of engineers rather than just one person. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. OpenAI claims that they have no interest inside of Apple's trade secrets, and they could be right. Maybe they don't have an interest in their trade secrets, but they definitely do have an interest on how to make power efficient, memory bandwidth heavy chipsets, which Apple engineers tend to have pre-built experience with, right? All the same, we'll see how this shakes out. Maybe when the guy left, he took more than just his knowledge inside of his brain with him. Apple's case for this lawsuit comes from data it reviewed from employee devices showing that information might have been actually exfiltrated. And OpenAI didn't hire Tang directly. They actually hired him through a buyout where they purchased the independent company that Tang had founded to create hardware chips and then rolled that company into their own organization. So let me know, do you think Apple has a valid case here? Did Tang and the crew steal hardware secrets and use it to build their own business? They have 6 billion reasons to pursue that. The big AI firms or hyperscalers have doubled their debt over the past 5 years in their AI build outs. And the bill is coming due pretty soon. Let's talk about this gadget review article, boys. 5 companies, Alphabet, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, and Oracle, have all doubled the amount of money they spent over the past 5 years to build out their infrastructure in order to support the new AI landscape. And they have yet to see a return on their investment. Not only that, but they have also pledged up to $725 billion, meaning they plan on spending twice again how much they've spent already on building out these data centers for AI. Companies like Oracle's had debt ratios up to 2.5 times higher than yearly sales, causing their investors to question these companies' business models. If you're taking on this much debt, what is the business model and what is the profit margin for developing and building out intelligent large language model systems? Even more concerning to investors is the fact that leadership is stating that these AI plans or AI build-outs will eventually be monetized. However, if you're familiar with corporate speak, you know promises of the future are meaningless, right? A promise to be profitable tomorrow is a promise for me. That's like being the hamburglar at McDonald's, you For those familiar with corporate speak, you'll realize that a promise to be profitable tomorrow is the same thing as me going down to the dealership and promising to give them the down payment tomorrow. If they let me leave with a car when I promised to give them a down payment the next time I got paid, the folly would be on them, don't you think? Elon Musk is having a rough day, or rather, a rough week. Tesla stock is falling. His AI models, while performant, just got outpaced in the news by ChatGPT 5.6 Soul's release. And the Chinese just landed their own autonomous rocket after sending it to space. Let's take a look at this article here, where China just became the second country to recover a rocket booster. China's state-sponsored rocket program launched its own autonomous rocket called Long March 10B, which is the second rocket to ever hit orbit and then land itself. This landing method uses hooks and wire nets rather than landing legs and an autonomous rocket-based platform like SpaceX's. All right, so it's a little bit of a different design compared to SpaceX, but it seems to be working. Now, this is China we're talking about, which is infamous for faking stuff in order to push state propaganda. I'm not denying their claims. I'm just saying the Chinese have been known to do that, right? However, the Chinese have been also known to actually engineer stuff. That's the problem with them. You never know if what they're presenting to you is fake or, some actually impressive stuff. The real competition is logistics, right? So according to this article, China's problem isn't necessarily having the engineering talent to build the rocket anymore. It's having the infrastructure to continue building a series of rockets and to also maintain and continue running a fleet of rockets, right? Just because I can buy an AR, it doesn't necessarily mean I have the funds to buy bullets and keep it maintained. And that is it for today's news, boys. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section down below. Otherwise, stay blessed, and I'll see y'all next time.